So in the MA program at Salem State, we have several different tracks, and what's cool is that in some classes, you will be in a cohort with folks only in your track. So there's the writing track, and some classes are really just for writing students. There's the literature track. Some students really are concentrated with the cohort of literature students. And then there's also some classes where you get to mix together. And so you get to sort of have that opportunity of, say, studying Native American literature with a group of some people who are working teachers who are planning on going back and teaching that in their own classrooms, some people who are creative writers who are thinking about their own inspiration and storytelling methods, and then some people who are studying literature and going to go on and do scholarship.
One of the things I love about Salem State is the variety of students that you get. One of my favorite classes is a memoir class because we hear so many stories from so many walks of life. And these students are supportive of each other, they get along with each other, they're thankful for being in graduate school, and they're excited to learn from each other.
English is a second language for me. So there is something special about that too if you're a second language person. You feel you're gonna get lost, but at the end, you ended up finding your own native language again. You know, it's amazing. So the school doesn't steer you away from who you are, or they just try to, teach you how to really listen to your voice.
There's a difference between the literature classes and the workshop model class. Lots of discussion, I think discussion, and that's why we continue to return to community discussion in the classroom. What used to seem scary is, a pleasure for me now inside the classroom to really be able to sit down and talk to people about what we've read and how we've all come to it from all these different perspectives.
Your whole class is a small group, right? So you can do these sort of whole group activities that are really intimate and exploring together and really delving into a complicated idea or a complicated text as a group.
Well, Salem is perhaps the best small city in America to be in if you want to study literature. It has such an amazing history, and it has an amazing present too. We have the Massachusetts Poetry Festival every 2 years that many of our grad students participate in. We have, during the school year, we have a writer series where we bring in several very well-known writers. We've had Carmen Maria Machado recently, Ha Jean. We have actually a nice endowment of sorts that helps us bring in real big name writers into Salem State. And students get to not just hear them read, but they come into the classroom, they get to go out to dinner with them.
There were professors that took it upon themselves to reach out and offer mentorship, and a lot of the times they were professors that I didn't even have classes with, but they took me seriously as a writer and set aside that time to read my work and provide feedback and have these really incredible conversations.
If you're thinking about going back to graduate school, come to Salem State. You will find a beautiful community full of deeply engaged scholars and learners. You will, for a very affordable price, get to work in small settings, small classroom settings, really individualized work with faculty members.
I think it's important to think about cost. And I was surprised as a returning student how much support is available. I left with very little debt. I kept very good grades, and I paid attention and took my time, but I was rewarded. If you apply for the scholarships inside of Salem State, it's remarkable.
Come to Salem State. Que vengan a Salem State. Le esperamos.
I do make the case for Salem State, and I would say come to Salem State.
You should come to Salem State. 你们需要来 Salem State.
Come to Salem State.
Obrigado, Salem State, pela acolhida. Thank you, Salem State, for having me here as a student.